Moving on now to the Gulf oil disaster, and it's hitting home here in West Michigan. Images like these, of course, continuing to outrage many across the country. The oil disaster now well into its third month. Many social network threads are encouraging people to boycott BP gas stations. But will the boycott really have its intended effect? 24 Hour News 8's Mark Thompson was looking into this question tonight for us, and Mark joins us from the live desk with more.
Brian, in fact, there was a small protest at the BP gas station on Lake Drive in Easttown about a week ago. Protesters there trying to get people to boycott BP gas stations. But we spoke with a gas analyst tonight who said that boycotting BP will do little to affect that company's bottom line. As anger persists over the BP Gulf oil disaster, people are looking for ways to take action. Over the weekend, on shorelines and beaches across the country, people linked hands to protest offshore drilling. Social networking sites buzzing with calls to boycott BP gas.
I do think about it. I have thought about not stopping at BP.
Knowing this, local BP station owners are doing what they can to distance themselves from the problem. A sign at this East Beltline location telling customers we are locally owned.
BP gasoline stations only carry the logo.
Patrick DeHaan is senior petroleum analyst for GasBuddy.com. He says there are more than 10,200 BP stations in the United States, and roughly 95% of them are locally owned. BP lets them use the name for a yearly franchise fee, but it's up to the owner to turn a profit. And DeHaan says owners make the bulk of their money off of snacks and beverages, not the sale of gasoline.
Sometimes stations can actually lose money on gasoline throughout the year.
BP, DeHaan says, makes its money from drilling, and a boycott will just make it more difficult for locals to stay in business.
A lot of the time, boycotting a local station will either result in laid off workers, cut back hours. It will impact the local community more than it will BP, the oil company.
We stopped by stations on East Beltline, Kalamazoo, Stocking, and Lake Drive, all with a steady stream of customers filling up.
It wasn't a convenient location.
But when given a choice, many say they'll still steer clear of BP.
I still think it sends a message to the corporate company that people are upset by what happened in the Gulf.
And DeHaan says that those franchise fees that station owners pay to the parent company BP range in the thousands per year, depending on the individual deal. At the live desk, Mark Thompson, 24 Hour News 8.